All right, so last week there was a fun session just between the three most present characters. Um, Daehun and Orson got lost in the fog. He decided to do some tomb robbing, I believe. Correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
sweet. Yeah, Liv wanted to go tomb robbing. I just wanted to see what would happen. And then it turned out to not be a tomb, much to our dismay.
Very much not a tomb.
A wonderful way of starting out a conversation with a dragon by insulting everything about it.
Well, Shorty McShortfuck should have come out into the light more.
There were some mushrooms that you took the time to gather. Then you decided to collect some disease-ridden water. And upon rounding a corner, Fleur got so terrified that she forgot that she could speak common. And the best that she could do was write out Schwarzdrache, which you took to mean short dragon. So, decide to punt the pseudo dragon. She's black. She's not short, she's black. And Liv said, don't bring race into this. At least she said that up until it was revealed that it was a black dragon.
I mean, she does have a point. Are they technically different species or race?
They're technically different. I think there's different resistances and such.
They are very closely related, so much so that they can interbreed, and their offspring will be genetically viable. But I think, in terms of D&D lore, they're still classified as different species, despite the fact that's not generally how speciation works.
I mean, they're kind of like, I think, grizzlies and polar bears, maybe?
Alright, cool.
In that respect, then. But
I'll stop interrupting.
Like breeds of dog. Or cat.
sure, we can go with that.
Well, I say that, yet I know nothing about cat or dog breeds.
Technically, they're the same species with dogs and cats, kind of.
Well, regardless, you had a little chat, hung out in the entrance to its lair, and after finding out that it wasn't interested in capitalism, decided to go away. It was also revealed that the objects which you were probably sent to retrieve were this dragon's eggs, to which everyone present said, hell nah, and quickly made their way back to the ship. Back at the ship, you decided to not go and deal with Antonelli, and instead go straight to hold on, I got it here somewhere. Maybe Igea. And complete the political envoy quest line. During which time Liv giving the instructions to Rootstraw, the ship's navigator, amongst discovering that he works like a college student up Lady Fiona. It was a nice discussion. Liv got stabbed in the stomach and woke up with a gashing stomach injury. With Fleur and Chomper signing over her, though Chomper had turned into humanoid. And that brings us to the present. The sun has risen, the crew are making ready to set sail to the east. So, Order of the Swan, the dice is now in your court.
Alright, so, why were you guys such wimps?
Alright, well, look, if you want to go
I-
fight an adult black dragon, you can go jump overboard and walk back to shore.
You're talking to a guy who wields plants and animals as weapons in combat. Dragons torch those things like they're kindling.
Well, technically speaking, that was
Kind
a
of.
black dragon. Those breathe acid. But
Okay,
Point
melts
stand.
those things like they're kindling.
Completely. Anyway, so,
yeah,
what makes you think that the alternative is any better?
Also, dragon for your
probably a
situation.
red dragon, actually.
So-
Given the fact that it's in the mountains near a pit of flames, actually worse.
Yeah, so maybe fight this thing.
Or, and hear me out here, we fight neither. Just bail on the entire continent.
No. Because,
That's over.
believe me, that guy will track us down. He sounds like the kind of guy who will destroy us for breaking a contract.
Technically
Which
speaking, we
guy?
didn't break it. He didn't give us a time limit.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, see? We can just stall.
Alright, but how long are we going to stall? Because I really, really need some of the information that my old man, or the old man's got.
Wait,
Up
didn't we
until
just...
we feel comfortable murdering a Rakashaka, some fiendish thing.
The fiend with backward hands and an interesting face. Yes.
Yes. Oh,
maybe-
totally dude is actually like a devil of some sort. I think devil, maybe just nondescript fiend is better.
Okay, so we're going back on a contract with a demon.
Well, no, demons technically don't make contracts.
Okay, we're going back on a contract with, like, not a devil, but a thing in between those two.
Liv just rolls up her shirt to show the current healing stab wound. Frankly, I don't think it's any worse than the last one I went back on.
The stab wound was in your chest.
Okay, she doesn't care about flashing these two. She doesn't give a shit. She'll bite this.
Do you need healing?
No, Trauma dealt with that, but I have suffered a lot of blood loss.
Okay. I'm gonna leave you like that. Let's see.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think lay on hands would actually do anything.
hey, I've got lesser restoration.
Okay, and I don't think lesser restoration would help with that.
I don't know what it does. I've never used it.
Look, if I thought it would have worked, I would have used it already.
Anyway, the point's this. We need to fight something, and I'd rather go for the adult black dragon.
Or we can help out
Or-
Liv for the time being and get a giant ballista somewhere along the way.
Yeah, if this all if this all turns out well, which frankly I doubt, knowing Xerxes, we might just have an army on our sides.
An army?
Yeah.
An army, possibly a giant dragon ballista if we can somehow find one.
Well, Xerxes is actually like a fairly well known for his conquests.
Conquests, you say?
Oh dear.
Yes, Xerxes.
Okay, look, if you try killing my king, I'm going to tie you up from this boat and cast the Paladin Toaster on you. Do I make myself clear?
I mean, we could just chuck him. We could use him as bait if possible.
You know what?
Anything that
You know
gives
what?
him
If he does
envy is
actually try
Paladin
to kill,
Toast.
you know what? If he does actually try to kill Xerxes, we can just feign ignorance and just back away slowly while the guard are murdering him to death.
Exactly. Now let's stop talking about hypotheticals and go meet my army.
You mean Xerxes' army?
That's what I just said. Now let's go.
If anything, they would show more allegiance to my sister and I than you.
Shut up.
Oof.
They would show more allegiance to fucking Libertas over there than you.
Wait,
They at least speak my language.
what am I getting myself roped into?
Anyone wants to steal my homeland's army for some reason.
That-
Armies are cool, my friend.
Yes, but stealing an army is not recommended.
I mean, the army's the one with the power. If you take the army, you're in control.
Actually, no, Xerxes definitely has power all to himself.
Yes, and there are. Yeah, I know this great lecturer for like just the military.
Well, of course, you have to manipulate the basic people through politics and propaganda. But I don't have a country yet. I still need one. So
I
that's
don't
why
think
need
you
the army.
understand politics very well, Daehoon.
I don't. Because I don't have a country. I need it.
No, I mean just in general.
I was locked in a basement until I was 10.
Well, you can read books. Here. You know what? Hold up. Come back over here. Come on. Here. She'll pull out a copy of Plato's Republic and hand it to Daehoon. Read that while we're on.
You already
Did
gave
I?
it.
Oh well, then she'll take it back. Read that while we're on our journey.
No, like, you already gave it to me and I already read it.
Did you actually finish it?
I was kind of dealing with something.
All right. So like read through it again. Actually finish it.
Fine.
Also hold up. She'll also hand you a copy of Machiavelli's The Print. Read that one too.
Oh. This one's smaller. I'm gonna read it first, if you don't mind.
I might have just made a grave and terrible mistake, Turbon.
Why do you say that?
Don't worry about it. So, Libertas, how are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Great. I've suffered heavy blood loss, so I'm just gonna like sit down right about here and just not try and pass out.
Do I need to find that pseudo dragon?
I don't know if Chomper can do much more. Also, Chomper's like a human, I think.
A human?
Weird. Yeah. I guess she transformed.
That is very peculiar.
Yeah, I've never heard of Werehuman before, but Werehuman is apparently a thing.
Huh. Well, I think you should not be in the middle of where everyone will be working. Might I want to be a little bit off to the side? That way you don't interfere with your employees.
Oh, fair enough. Productivity. Woo.
Efficiency.
Yep. She says, moving over to the side of the ship and just sitting there. Alright, so, hey, the Veritas, I think I might have made a grave and terrible mistake by giving Daehoon that book.
Okay, now I left for a brief moment. What books did you give him?
I gave him another copy of The Republic before promptly taking it away, and then also Machiavelli's The Prince.
Yeah, Daehoon may have a personality shift here soon.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, you know, if he starts acting up, I'm gonna need your help. Also, you too, Silvar. As she snaps her now claws and realizes that, oh, this doesn't sound quite right. Gets a little dejected. And then just continues. Yeah, I'll still need your help too, Silvar. You two are probably, like, the only two people I can trust to not kill Daehoon while restraining him.
Okay. That's a bit of a strange request. But alright.
Well, you know, it would be really not beneficial for, murdering one of the founding members of this entire organization.
I suppose not.
And I don't trust myself not to just Paladin Toaster him. I don't trust Sturbon not to just Paladin Toaster him.
Nice.
So, you know, deal with that as you will. Sturbon still might have, like, 9 more good berries unless you shovel them all down his throat. So unless you want to go get breakfast, I'd ask him for one.
Okay, so that's the live stuff taken care of. What are the other two doing?
I mean, we're flying over the ocean, right? So fishing.
Not quite at this moment. The ship would have definitely taken over, but not rabbit fishing. This is a bit not rabbit fishing.
Swamp rabbit fishing. Got it.
Sure. Pull us up a wisp.
Huh, that shouldn't be on deck. Hey, Sturbon, can you fish up a nice axolotl? Just be kind of fun to have one as a pet.
You know how hard axolotls are to keep alive?
Just, I don't know, put it in, like, Arson's water arm.
I mean, that might actually work. They might actually have nutrients in it, too.
Yeah. And I don't think Arson would necessarily object to having an animal in his arm.
I'll see what I can do, I guess.
Alright. That would be survival.
Okay. Man. I'm so surprised I'm not professional, but there we go. Terrible rolls, I see. I guess I fished up a stick.
No.
Hold up a wisp. How the hell is that possible?
No, you fish up a pitiful fish.
Alright, works for me.
Well, I mean, that would be on brand to put in Arson's arm.
I think the climate here is a bit too cold for axolotls.
True. But I still managed to fish. Should we stick it into Arson's arm?
Yes, please stick it into Arson's water arm. Honestly, that will make me feel better than whatever Chomper did. No offense, Chomper. I still love you.
I could cast Calm Emotions, though I don't know if that would do much. Other than prevent you from having strong emotions.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all about strong emotions. Don't do that.
Yes. Alright. I guess we stick the fish in Arson's there. But see what
I think Arson would object to this.
Unfortunately, Stroll's not here, so Arson's high as a fucking kite.
Dei immortale. Well, unfortunately, I don't know what to do with this information at the moment, so...
There's just like a minnow in Arson's arm now. Wonderful. It's kind of freaked out. Well, let's hope it's a freshwater fish, not a saltwater fish.
I mean, I pulled it out of a marsh. I think it's freshwater.
I have to
What
see.
is the salinity of Arson's water arm?
You haven't checked.
Like, have we actually tried to check? I mean, if we chuck in a freshwater fish and it dies, then we know it's saltwater in his arm.
That is true. I was just gonna suggest like getting a bendy straw and trying to drink it. It's so much easier.
Dei immortale, people.
Alright.
Okay. Come on. Okay. No. Do you want to do... Shoot. Alright. Stop it. Okay, so it is about 2,500 miles to your destination.
So, a bunch of fishing, I hear. Wonderful.
Yes, and
Arson's gonna have quite an aquarium when he wakes up.
ah!
Oh, that is a very important. That's a pretty good point. If we also put a saltwater fish in there, the one that survives, we know what it is.
Yeah.
You think we could just start throwing coral on his shoulder?
Good lord. I think that would cause him some pain, though.
Yeah, but
Having
a
stick a rock to your shoulder.
Well, okay, technically speaking, it's not rock, but
Yeah,
the point is, it's still warm enough that the polyp would probably take
216 and about
Besides, his entire shoulder is already rock.
2082. That's a fun trip. Congratulations. It's definitely going to be autumn by the time you get to your destination.
Wonderful.
Because this entire trip is taking 11.5 days.
As long as I was expecting.
It would be longer.
Flying ship.
True.
It could be a lot longer.
And on the upside, our paid intern now has, a wonderful Zen aquarium.
And that is almost entirely over ocean. So
Lots of fishing, I hear.
lots of fishing, maybe some cabin fever.
I mean, I can swim, so if I get cabin fever, I can just become one with the ocean.
Yes, and get left behind.
I mean, I could probably turn into like a dolphin or something and keep up with the ship. Where are they
Well,
traveling?
yeah, you know, as soon as you drop into the water, you'll see a dolphin.
Can you sustain a speed of 9 miles per hour?
I have no idea. I'm sure I'm fit. I'll see what I can.
Yeah, I believe in you. In other news, I'm going to be on the broom that can actually keep up with the ship.
What, did you do the math and that's how fast it goes?
Well, it's 50 feet flying speed and 6. I can really quick.
So, I was initially going to have rolls for the different days, but there are enough days that are going to pass that I can just go through these events one by one. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of events that happen. So, a couple of days into the travel, in order to combat boredom from monotonous work and lack of any visual landmarks, the crew have set up an unofficial tournament, ranging from sparring to wrestling.
So, how fast is this ship going?
It's 9 miles per hour.
Oh, cool. Dolphins go that fast as well.
Yes, but it also goes 216 miles per day, and your form only lasts for an hour.
Yeah, I could find something else. But...
Actually, I don't know if moon druids have extended wild shape.
They don't. I think it's only 2 hours. Until I get to the point where I've unlimited wild shapes, in which case...
It don't matter.
Just a half a second where I'm a tiefling, then back to being a dolphin. Kind of deal.
Alright, so... it's up to you if you want to partake in any of the events.
Oh boy, wrestling. Yeah, I'm so fucking ripped.
I'll just turn into a spider. That
I was gonna say bear, but you know that works too. Wait, we're on deck of a ship. You could do an Allosaurus.
Oh,
just
dear.
step on them.
Yeah.
Wrestling competitions.
I'm sorry. Literally the first episode of Critical Role. Get dunked on.
Wait, which season though?
Vox Machina.
Oh.
Literally the first episode of Critical Role.
Well, I haven't watched Vox Machina, so
The moon druid gets into a wrestling ring as I want to say black bear. I can't remember her name. I've got my head.
Kaelith?
Yeah. Best part is she wins.
Yeah. Liv, not only are you ripped, but you're in peak physical condition right now, having only a few days ago lost between 20 and 30% of your blood.
Yeah, I'm definitely certain I can take on the likes of Libertas.
Or Silvar.
Oh, yeah, so far. You do exist. Wait. I can just, push him away with my tail. He's half my size.
You're forgetting he's a rune knight.
Alright, well, no fucking magic allowed. Or also just light him on fire.
I still think he would probably win.
I just love the idea of a wrestling competition that's just 30 minutes of a kobold trying to get to a tiefling that's just keeping him away with a black dragon tail. If only I gained acid breath and not lost 20% of my blood.
No, and you got the beginnings of wings reforming on your back.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
Ah, yes, and as a side note, Liv, whenever you ask anyone to try to cut off the wings, they get ready to, but they just can't. They can't bring themselves to do it for whatever reason.
Yeah, a few of the kids get called pussies. Also, Libertas.
Well, I don't know. It just seems like there's something magically preventing me from doing that.
You're literally a barbarian. Just get angry.
If I get angry, I could do a lot worse.
You know what? If you break my spine, so be it.
You will be paralyzed.
There are like 3 people on this ship that can heal me, including myself.
Yes, but can I heal paralysis?
Well, funny you should ask. Lesser restoration can in fact heal paralysis.
Not sure if that counts as physical or magical.
Like, I could, if you break my spine, I could heal it with a 2nd level spell slot.
I say no one participates in the tournament.
Do they have arm wrestling?
Yes, they have arm wrestling.
Alright, he'll do one of those.
Alright, that would be a strength check. Or, athletics. Let's just say +1. It's a hard wrestling match, but you win.
Good job, Daehoon.
Just one off.
Well, I mean, if I won, I might as well just try to fight to the top.
Alright, time for an improvised bracket for arm wrestling.
Really quick.
Let's just say there are 3 more brackets above this.
Okay.
Right, so
First.
yeah, yeah, you lose the second. Very handily beat the third, and very handily take second as the strongest arm wrestler on the ship. At least of those that participated.
Alright, but like, who'd
let's take a look at the ship. Ship's crew. Barum Ironmite, a male dwarf.
Sick. Good job. You said his name was Baron?
Yeah.
It should pinned messages, right?
Yeah, it's in pinned messages.
Oh, Barim. Oh, okay. Snazzy. Good job, Barim. You bested your captain, so you don't get any perks. I just smile at you every now and then. The rest of you, on the other hand, really need to work out, and you're gonna all get glares for the next.
Seriously?
Fucking petty. And you know it's fucking petty when I'm saying it's fucking petty.
I'll drop it to the end of this tournament. I'm going to you all.
Alright, so amongst the sparring, pretty much just like any other historical European martial arts tournament or gathering, and it ends up being at the top of two-handed longsword dueling. Silvar and Silvar and Eldrahill. And let me just have them do their athletics checks. And Silvar is going to do this at advantage with his giant size. Elrahill, do you gain any perks for this? Yeah, he does. Advantage. Oh boy. Wow. So, both fight hard, but Silvar proves to be the better swordsman.
Good job, Silvar. I will now be smiling at you.
Alright. Wrestling, I think that would pretty much come down to between Libertas and Elrahill. So, Elrahill, come back here. And with your +6 to athletics, and Appius Salvius Varo Morthos Libertas. You also have advantage. With an even better athletics. I don't care, Microsoft. And Elrahill is 0 for 2. With Libertas beating him out in wrestling. Yeah, who would have thought that the barbarian that's twice him in levels would have won that?
Damn Arahill.
And thus concludes the tournament. After several more days pass, would anyone be on the crow's nest?
Definitely never ever D.
Liv might.
He takes off his plate.
I mean, that's where Sturbine sleeps. So if it's nighttime, maybe.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Liv might have just to talk to Sturbine sometime. Have tea, you know, that sort of shit, because, like, Sturbine is, like, one of 3 friends Liv actually has.
Okay. So, let's say 6 Scarf, a male tabaxi on your crew. When he's on lookout in the crow's nest during the day, he will shout out, "Ship sighted! Off the stern!"
Is it flying?
Yes!
Oh, well then fuck, we might actually have to worry about that.
We would have to worry about it anyway. We're not supposed to be seen flying this thing.
Yeah, true.
Alright, well, everybody prepare yourself for battle.
I mean, are we sure it's gonna be battle?
I don't care. Prepare yourself for battle.
You know, maybe we should try diplomacy first, Daeho.
I am still going to be armed to the teeth when this thing gets here. I don't want to have this ship just fall out of the sky.
Well,
I mean, that would
you're
be fun.
always armed to the teeth.
What?
You're quite literally always armed to the teeth.
Well,
Actually,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure
well,
you would bite a man in the throat if you thought it could get you an advantage in combat.
Yes, yeah. I mean, my helmet kind of gets in the way every now and then, but still, yes, I will. Anyway, hey, everybody. Now, you see that ship off there, maybe not. Anyway, we're going to be going over to it. Everybody get ready for battle just in case.
Do we wanna?
If we
Do
die,
we really wanna go to it? Let's just keep going. Like,
look,
You know, yeah, I
you're-
mean, what if we
it's a
just like,
flying ship.
yeah, and you know
It's a
what?
flying
If
ship.
it's just ignoring us, then we're fine.
yeah.
No, I don't think you understand. We are not only going over to it. If diplomacy doesn't work and they start attacking us, we can.
Not
Hey,
likely.
Daehon, if we have to start attacking, if we actually somehow come out on top that the ship doesn't fall out of the sky, that one will. Let's just keep moving.
You do realize how many firecasters are on this ship right here. You got Liv, you have Arson, whose name is literally Arson.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure the only option in range that Libertas has is Scorching Ray.
Yes, I have a lightning attack and a fire. Wait, I think I have a fire attack. Yeah, I have a fire attack for my ranged magic.
In case you haven't noticed, I make people literally explode.
Alright, fine. If you guys don't want to do anything, we won't go over to it, but everybody gear up.
Yeah, no, I mean, stay on guard. If it actually starts approaching us, then we'll have to do something.
But like if it approaches us for battle, it's going to fall out of the sky a blazing red.
Fine.
Like, you,
Oh,
I
hey,
would not suggest even stepping foot on its deck.
Yeah.
Be a really
I mean,
bad
besides,
place to be.
one of the artificers that we employ to keep the thing in the air is an artillerist. They have flamethrowers, in case you forgot.
I've seen him in action.
Yes,
Like, not
we
action.
blew up a bar using one.
Yeah, actually, we did.
I specifically blew up a bar using one, but the point stands.
I got really hurt in that fight, actually. Oof.
Yeah, I just threw a bunch of Molotov cocktails. Shockingly effective, not gonna lie.
Anyway,
Tried a
hey,
true tragedy. Yeah, whatever.
Dagon?
Yeah?
Hi. Let's see. Can you see that ship over wherever the ship is supposed to be?
Taken. Perception. Nope. No, but I know it's out there.
Okay, how far in the air can you take us? Like up from where we are now?
Theoretically, we know we can go up until we can no longer breathe.
Alright. He's gonna shout up to the guy in the crow's nest currently. About is the ship on level with us, or is it like higher or lower than us currently? And can you tell?
It's higher.
Alright, how much higher?
Hard to tell from this distance. But it's definitely higher.
Take us up 100 feet. Let's take it.
Alright, one of you get down below decks when you're going up 100 feet. And thus the ship begins to rise. Those of you that want to see if you can see the ship, go ahead and roll perception checks.
Alright.
I kind of want to joke and say, can I use Sorath's patented boat sense?
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Her patented boat sense.
Oh, dear lord.
What the heck?
She got a fucking 30.
Alright.
Okay, and Liv, I'll actually use perception because she doesn't have the patented boat sense. Unfortunate, I know.
I think she's just fine. So the only one not seeing this ship is Daehoon.
Yeah. Actually, that is surprising. I was expecting more people to have lower than 20.
Yeah, might have got new dragon eyes. That's pretty badass.
Great.
Well, Damon's not alone.
Well, that's good.
How do the NPCs?
Well, actually, wait, Fleur is still technically an NPC. Remind ya.
Yeah.
Well, it's Silver and probably Libertas. Normal, perception, and Libertas. Normal and wow. Okay, so well, first off, you see a ship like the one that I posted in the Discord.
Yep.
And because all but one of you got a over a got over a 20. Shoot. I know they have these things, but where the heck is it? Google, you're failing me. There we go. You also see a ship that looks like this.
What?
Oh, yikes.
That. For
Behind!
some reason, all of a sudden.
Yeah, you see the second ship behind the top one. Like,
Good.
just barely visible.
Okay, that thing looks nice.
It looks
What
good,
is-
Dayhon. We're definitely not fighting these things.
Wait.
Yeah.
What are you seeing? Tell me what you're seeing.
Very
I
nice
believe
looking.
that is. Yeah, no, that one ship definitely looks awfully flourish. That other one though, uh,
What's
yeah,
the theme?
it might be an illithid nautiloid.
Basic, common, please.
Mind flayer.
Let's. Dane's got no response for that.
Yeah, mind flayers technically come from like the astral
Wait.
sea.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Is that? Wait. No. Is the first ship that we saw running from that other ship?
Is it?
It's hard to tell at this distance, though they are. The one ship is roughly parallel to your ship in terms of direction.
Okay. So I have an idea. We have two options. One, they're a team and they're gonna kill us if we go close to them. Two, they're not a team, and if we go over and destroy one of them, we'll gain the other's respect and a flying ship.
Counterpoint.
The second option a lot more. So let's go and just get in range to see if they're fighting.
Option 3. We don't have our brains eaten by illithids. I like option 3 the most.
See what happens.
Okay,
'cause it's not-
but you see, Dayhon, illithids like need brains to eat. We have a bunch of brains on board. If we remove brains from the area, the illithids will just starve to death.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
See?
I'm gonna do a quick history check. Okay. I know literally nothing about these guys, so this is all news to me.
Okay, so yeah, illithids will eat our brains. Best case scenario. Or they will put one of their fucking tadpoles in us and make us undergo cetomorphosis. And if you thought having a demon in your head was bad, try having your brain get slowly eaten by a mind flayer tadpole and then turn it into one.
Daehoon's gonna look.
I want to point out that they will do this to demons too.
Sounds like a plan. We just drop Daehoon off when he's about to turn into a demon, and
You know what? Yeah, if the charm falls off, then we can just dump Daehoon in the astral sea. That's fine.
they would not be amused, but be great.
Well, see, no, we really don't have to worry about. We don't really have to worry about the mind flayers. They will just do the cetomorphosis thing. We do have to worry about the gift, yo. The gift might come after us if we do that.
I mean, we've already got one group after us. I think we can deal with another.
You know what? Yeah, between like the entire layer of Legethos and the gift, I think we can take the gift.
Again, just get a little bit closer to that.
Let's not get closer to the mind flayer ship.
Taken, no. Don't do that, honey.
Just a little bit, just close enough that we can see them.
Taken.
We can
Literally go
already
as
see
fast
them.
as humanly possible
What?
away.
What's the issue? I can't see anything that's over there.
There's an illithid nautiloid chasing after the other ship.
Wait, there are two ships?
Yeah, and like I said, one of them's an illithid nautiloid, or mind flayers.
I don't think you understand. There are two flying ships that we could then get.
One of them is.
I don't feel like having my brain eaten by squid creatures.
Yes, Yes, one of them is filled with mind flayers. I'm literally turning into a dragon, and I would rather not deal with that.
You guys care about your lives so much, it's ridiculous. Yeesh. Somebody needs to go through some heavy, heavy depression. He's just gonna go into the captain's quarters.
I mean, does anyone want to tell him I've been through my depression arc?
Yeah, I think we've all been through depression here. Or at least something
Okay.
like it.
Yeah.
But what do you mean?
Wait, what's your past trauma?
Actually,
What
I
the
think
fuck?
I just have a bunch of childhood trauma. Let's not deal with that.
Come to the gang, bro. But also, what? you hide it very well.
Sure.
Well, okay. How do I put this? My sister and I turned out to be a fucking train wreck, and you managed to stay calm, cool, and collected.
Because that's how we were taught. You forget. I'm from, it's like I'm part of I used to be a part of called for Despatir, I think.
Oh, fuck, you too.
Yeah, Despatir.
Oh, well. You left that? I'm shocked that he's not doing what my previous employer is trying to do to me.
Alright, Daehun's gonna just whisper to Taken. Alright, try to keep the ships in sight. But
It was a mild deal.
Keep them in sight.
yes, because I want to see if they'll come for us, and I just want to be ready. Because I don't want these guys springing up out of nowhere to kill us.
Alright. We'll do the best we can. So, the interesting about this is that this chase lasts all day, and the ships are now within plain visible sight of everyone. The ship is going as fast. Look, we're going as fast as we can.
Alright, fine. Wait, what if we just throw Daehun aboard? He doesn't have a brain. We'll just start him out.
Can I hear this?
Yeah, probably.
Would you just stop being smart for a second, okay?
But just check up to the Mind Slayers, hit them with the Paladin Toaster, and watch them all squirm.
Perfect.
You know what? Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. And again, they won't try and eat him because he doesn't have anything.
I mean, it kind of sounds like an old strategy we could do as well. You just get a barbarian who's really high on alcohol or some sort of drug, and tell him to murder the nearest group of enemies. Then you just heat metal hit everything he has on him.
Oh, that's fair. Wait, you're proficient with herbalism kits, right?
Yes, I believe.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to make something, and you can't shame me for this. All right. All right. She will pull out her tablet, or the stone tablets that are her book of shadows, etch in it a bit, and then pull something up, and as the text flips from Q&A form to common, on top you read something that looks like methamphetamine. Well, I'm gonna need you to make this, and then just put in the Veritas's dinner, and then just toss into the mind flayers. All right?
Why are we checking the Veritas at the Mind Flayers? I thought we were doing this with Daehun.
Well, you see, but you see, this is a very potent stimulant, right? And if we give it to the barbarian in particular,
I mean, I believe we've used this before, but
There is literally an entire land on Earth called Florida that effectively works on the premise of giving barbarians meth.
sounds fun.
Are you saying that Florida is full of barbarians?
I would call
Are you
all
telling me
barbarians.
Florida man isn't just barbarians?
He would need anger. He's just fueled on alcohol.
Well, yeah, but you
And,
see, alcohol does like the opposite.
It could be Drunken Master Monk.
Well,
True.
I mean, okay. If you don't want to do the meth part, there is cocaine.
Oh dear.
Well, I
Just
mean, you're a druid. You can make those plans, right?
not on a flying ship. Who knows how many feet above a bloody ocean?
But we do have soil on the ship.
I haven't made planters yet, so no. We don't have that much soil on this ship.
Well, alright, fine. There goes my idea of drugging libertos and throwing them at the illicit. We're back to throwing Dathan at them.
I'm pretty sure Fleur would have been really upset if we checked libertas to the mind flayers.
Yes, but if he's hopped up on drugs and raging, I think he could single-handedly take down that hobbit.
True.
Alright, so speaking of the ships, what do I use to figure out what's going on between them?
A fire tornado.
Where's Arson?
Let's get our known fire maker up here.
That's an excellent question. Let me check the description of skills real quick. Not homebrew, but SRD stuff. I want to say either investigation or insight. Insight makes more sense.
Oh, I was about to say, it sounds like a job for patented boat sense.
Could I just use investigation?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 19.
Again. Well, this is a very slow boat chase going on. A three-way boat chase, from what it appears.
Who's chasing who?
Well, from what you've seen all day, the Nautiloid ship has been chasing the junk, and that's actually what it's called.
The junk's trying to get to us because they want to live.
Yeah, very probable.
I don't want to be on that ship. I like the Iron Swan, thank you very much.
Well, the ship isn't called the junk. That's the type of ship. Oh.
Oh, wait. You quite literally mean the other type of live. Right. Never mind. And our system got in the way.
Yeah, we should just go back to calling you Pleasure. Except live is much more convenient.
Yes, 3 words versus all that.
They are still off the port side, which is this side of the ship. that they are still a semi-significant distance that way.
Alright. Well,
And the sun is beginning to set.
I don't like that. Let's see. I really don't want to take a point of exhaustion. Guys, maybe we should just stop and fight and see what happens.
Counterpoint. No.
We can't go faster than them. They're gonna catch up to us, and eventually. Why not make it on our terms?
Counterpoint. No.
All right.
You
So
see,
you want to die
also
running?
no, but
Fighting.
okay. You see, Dayhun, we're currently all going at constant velocity, right? If we just keep that up, we will be fine.
They are getting closer, right, Tegan? They're getting closer.
Slowly but surely.
So they're gonna catch us.
Okay, fine. Let's go find Arson and have him fire twister them.
At the very least, the Nautiloid won't be able to catch us from what we've observed till dawn tomorrow morning.
Dawn tomorrow. You know, that would be pretty cinematic. Wait, I don't know that word. That
It would be
a
pretty
cool
cinematic.
story if we just all fought at dawn for our lives. What if we did?
That is true. But also, and hear me out here. We don't.
What would you rather us do? Pleasure.
Well, I mean, on the one hand, I was just gonna say if we could just leave that ship and see if the Nautiloids are content with their prey. But alternatively, and hear me out here, if the Illithids catch that ship, they're going to eat them all, right?
And give themselves more power. So what if we join forces with that ship?
That's yes, and the point being is that we can't do it at dawn because they're gonna catch that ship and eat them all tonight.
All right, Tegan, turn us around now.
No. No. Prepare the crew at least.
Well, so to clarify some things, according to Tegan's best estimates, the Nautiloid ship won't be catching up to your ship till dawn tomorrow. Both ships have been going faster than yours.
Oh, so it's gonna get okay. We'll just stay at our pace then.
All right.
Yes. Sturban, you might want to turn into like something with small brain, you know?
A spider.
Spider
Or an
would work.
Allosaurus.
No.
Well, no, Allosaurus actually has a shockingly like large
Oh, right.
body size.
Wasn't it the... Wait, what was the big lizard that had, like, no brain? That's true.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of those, but
Yeah.
you'd probably want a herbivorous dinosaur if you want a dinosaur.
Think about it like this: if you can turn it into something that can crawl on the bottom of a ship, we can send you down to the bottom of the Illithid ship and like have you wreak havoc.
So that
Also,
would be giant spider then.
yeah, also, I mean, to be honest, as funny as it would be to see a sauropod standing on the deck of a ship, I think you would cause it to collapse and capsize.
Yes, especially since you have someone studying paleontology that knows this stuff.
I mean, it would be fucking hilarious if you turn into like a titanosaur or something, but I think you would capsize the boat.
I mean, what are those ones with the giant, really thick skull for headbutting each other?
Pachycephalosaurus.
Yes. That would be a more reasonable size.
Well, have you seen him?
They're all about headbutting and they're really...
Look, you know, I mean, we can try the Pixie Brigade again.
One fireball and they're all screwed.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with giant spider, I think.
Giant spider might be the best. I mean, small brain to body ratio. You can climb on the underside of the ship. make sure you cast Call Lightning on the Nautiloid first.
Yes.
Of course.
It should be pointed out that you retain your mental stats in wild shape.
True.
True.
'Cause I'll have.
But the actual size of the brain does get smaller. You playing checkers out here? We're playing 5D chess.
Alright. Just make sure I understand the plan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep going at our pace till the junk ship gets to us. We're gonna form a plan, and then we're gonna both attack the mind players.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the crew, which he then does.
Just make sure to hand out these tin helmets for protecting their brains.
Oh, yeah.
They're not aliens. I mean, they are, but they are not.
Yes, actually, here. Aluminum foil hats for everyone.
Dear.
And so the night passes. I tell you, you've instructed someone to wake you when the ship has caught up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Or at least close enough so that we have time.
No one comes to wake you up. And when you wake up in the morning and come out onto the deck, look to the look behind you. The Nautiloid is still there, but the junk is nowhere in sight.
Well, okay, they all fucking died.
Tegan, what happened?
Sometime during the night, the junk just disappeared into some clouds.
And you didn't. Pal, that was our one option of actually surviving this thing. Now we gotta. Alright, does anybody. We need fire. I'm gonna have the crew collect as much fiery supplies as possible.
We have a literal
swear to
character named Arson.
I swear to God, if I end up in somebody's arms, I'm going to be dead.
I mean, we could always chuck Liv at him. She'd be slightly fiery due to the dragon stuff going on.
These scales are black. Even if I could breathe something, which I can't, it would be acid.
Great. I see you already spinning
Yeah,
it now.
You see, I don't understand why you're having such a hard time understanding that. Alright, so with the sun rising into the sky, the Nautiloid is very concerningly close. And the red sunlight reflects on the clouds. Dahun, as you get the crew prepared, as both ships are passing by one set of clouds, the junk appears from the clouds and rams the Nautiloid.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it.
All crew to intercept positions. Alright. Now, not only did the junk ram the Nautiloid, it rammed it downward. So they are both descending. And the Nautiloid ship looks pretty damaged.
But, great. We will have gravity on our side.
Yeah, but
Cool.
we need to be prepared to, carry some of the people on the other ship, just in case.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. Just come on.
How long do you think it's going to take before we get to it?
Enough time for.
Couple minutes.
And what's the approximate range? I guess DM.
Of like the cannons?
No, but just like from our ship to
The Nautiloid was probably within 100 feet of you when it got rammed. And now they are probably about 400 feet below. Yeah. The junk was going pretty fast when it rammed the Nautiloid.
Alright, let's just go as fast as possible. Everybody hold on to something.
What, forward or to intercept?
Yes.
I'm looking for a specific answer.
Intercept? I thought we were
Intercept
moving
for
towards
ships.
them anyways.
Do not ram into the ships. Try to get alongside the Japanese-looking one, or whatever the fantasy equivalent is.
The like fur people's one.
And position yourself so that we get to pull people off that ship if they need it. Aside from that, we're not going into combat if possible.
Have the crew ready the ballistas and the cannons?
Oh yeah, we're blasting this thing down as fast as possible. Combat, but like from afar.
Alright. Alright. So, for the moment, it is just observation. Just so that I know. Is, for the moment, just observation.
We're trying to destroy the illithids, the mind flayers, so...
Yeah,
Cool.
destroy the mind flayers and then take care of the other guy as if they need help.
Alright.
Or take care of them if we need to take care of them.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so by the time you get the ship turned around and beelining toward them, the junk has completely surpassed, I guess, the Nautiloid, and the Nautiloid ship is flying on its side, more or less. And is probably within 500 feet of your ship currently.
Wow,
500 feet.
that's even farther than before.
Well, you gotta turn the ship around. Ships have a wide turn radius.
Alright, fine.
I mean,
So how's the other ship looking?
it's surprisingly holding on together pretty well.
Alright, our main objective is to destroy those mind flayers.
Yep.
So, just get in range of preferably the cannons and maybe even a fireball.
Excuse me. Alright, yeah, okay. So you can definitely get within range for your weaponry to have an effect with, let's see, it takes about, what's the math on this? Because you probably want to get within the normal range of these, so you're not firing at disadvantage.
Alright.
There's 120 divided by 80, so then all of that times 6. So it takes about half a minute to get within range. And your ballistae fire. If someone could roll 1d6 plus 6. Actually, multiple people can do that since there are 4 ballistae.
That was 2d6 for no reason.
Yeah, 1d20 plus 6.
Oh.
That was alright. So,
Yeah, 1d6 is a bit different.
Plus 6.
wow. Dahoon has. I mean, Sturban does not like to fire
Sturban, you've
ballista.
served it. Sturban, you served in an army. How do you not know how to fire one of these things?
I was a scout, alright. I didn't do the main fighting. I was the one running, getting backstabbed.
Well, you'd think they would at least train you.
Since I don't have the actual stats for a nautiloid, let's just assume that it's a ship. Ship. Oh. Well, that's not very high armor class. Yeah. All about one of the ballistae hit, so that is going to be 3d10 damage. So that's 3 hits. So come on. So 3d10. Rolling once. Rolling twice. Oh, nice. Just ignore that last set. So 19, 19, and 16 points of damage to the already significantly damaged hull. Come on. And alright, so minus 19, minus 19, minus 16. Alright, the whole is still together. And the ballista, well, actually, how well would each of you be paying attention to what's going on the other ship?
I'm shooting a big gun, so not very much.
So, Sorath is.
Seeing as how Sturban failed miserably, he's probably focused on the other ship.
Alright, both of you, roll either Arcana or History.
I think Arcana sounds good to me. But let me check. Yep, Arcana sounds amazing.
Whoa.
A 23.
Oh, that's not really okay.
Alright.
Get fucked.
Alright, so the two of you notice a casting of sickening radiance onto the ship.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's them.
You see a casting of sickening radiance cast onto the nautiloid ship.
What does that mean?
Sturban, remember the samurai dude and all those fuckers?
How did you not make that connection?
It's probably them, especially given their stylish ship.
Alright, and the ballista. Yes?
So, gang, I'm pretty sure that the smartest plan here is for us to instead just fucking run.
I mean, I think we're all with. I think I'm with Liv here. In
Because
the run
both
department.
of them are not good. But one of them is dying and the other is distracted.
Yes. Or I could just sneak on board the Mind Flayer ship, grab whatever stuff they don't have nailed down, and leave.
Right.
All while as a giant spider.
Alright, so the hull of the Nautiloid ship is looking significantly damaged at this point.
Significantly damaged.
Right? Let's see. Out of 300, you give it a 58.
Significantly damaged, I see.
It's not that bad. I think it can keep flying. Speaking of flying, hey Swan, you just want to cast Call Lightning on both of those ships and book it?
I'll do Call Lightning aboard the Mind Flayer ship.
Thank you.
Alright, yeah, fair enough. And then we can just run.
That's good.
You're casting Call Lightning?
Looking for it. Do I have it in here? Oh, I do. Coolio. So whatever gets hit by that on the bloody Mind Flayer ship.
Yep, and you just keep concentrating on it.
It is a terrible roll right there.
Yes, but you can keep concentrating on it while we run the fuck away, so there's just a lightning storm.
Yeah, I can do that for sure.
Right.
Okay. Well, for some reason, a ship has a dex score.
It's amazing.
Beautiful.
How does it have a dex score?
Evasive maneuvers.
Let's see. Dexterity represents a ship's ease of handling.
Alright.
So, the hull is still holding together.
Yeah, but every single mind layer that was near
That's on the ship.
is very slightly
On top of the
electrocuted.
stiffening gradient.
They're just not having a good day.
That is true.
They don't deserve to have a good day. Pagan, please pull the ship away.
Alright. And I take your GTFOing?
Yes.
I'll just keep calling lightning on them while we run.
Well, I'm pretty sure it has a duration, so...
Well, yeah.
As long as I'm looking and pointing,
It has a duration, but it's also concentration, so he can keep rolling lightning.
Yep.
Alright, wait.
As long as I keep pressing it, I'm good.
Should we absolutely make sure that these guys are dead?
No.
Okay.
They fall into the sea, we're slightly fine. They'll be very briny slugs by the time they make it to shore.
Look,
Pickled slugs.
worst. You know what? Look, worst fucking case scenario. Either a fucking fleet of these things come down from the astral sea, or a fucking aboleth jumps out of the ocean.
Yeah, let's get away.
Alright. So, you thoroughly leave them behind.
Running away. I see.
You know, it is like our
We're gonna
signature move.
Cerebon for...
If you were a Pokemon, our ability would be run away.
Monty Python, run away! You want to keep rolling for Call Lightning? Just to see, like, how much longer this thing holds on? Lasts for a minute.
Call lightning lasts for 10 minutes, I believe, but
I'm not gonna roll dex saves for every time you roll, so
how many times do you want me to roll? Because
at least twice more, maybe 3.
alright.
Okay, minus 15.
It's not a lot of damage, holy cow.
Well, you're doing the most damage to it.
Holy cow, I got 3 natural ones. Oh, 3 ones in this line. 1, that's amazing.
Well, on the bright side, not long after a bolt of lightning strikes the ship, you see what looks like a fireball strikes the ship, and it splits in half.
Finally.
Both halves falling into the ocean, thousands of feet below. The ship, the junked, doesn't appear that it moves after you, more so perpendicular until it disappears into the horizon.
High five, gang. We successfully ran away. Tegan, give me a high five.
Well, we survived.
Alright, Sturban, give me a high five.
Sturban gives you a high 5, I guess.
Liv looks actively psyched.
While still recovering from massive blood loss.
Yeah, it should be worth noting that the tail is wagging rapidly like a dog.
Alright. For the final event that takes place, as you're going about your duties, probably like one of you will notice that Rutra is looking at a sea chart and looking over the edge, like very confused.
Don't tell me.
Where are we?
Well,
Don't tell me.
Alright, Liv covers Sturban's ears.
Oh,
You can
heck
tell
no.
now.
I'm going up the bloody crow's nest.
It is worth noting that Liv is like standing on her tippy toes as you walk away. Because you're like a foot taller than her.
well, according to the sea charts, this entire section of the ocean should be just water, yet I look over the side of the ship right here and there's an island.
There's an island. We have to land.
Do we though? Do
Yes.
we?
Yes.
Do we really?
Yes.
Daehun, I don't think we really need to.
You just tossed up the opportunity for a flying ship. I'm getting
A
on
flying ship controlled by people that almost murdered us all.
It wasn't even close. Seriously.
Except for the pile of dead bodies underneath our ship. Yes.
Wait, no.
Wait, hold up.
Different. The other one. The other one.
Well,
The squid.
oh yes. I'm sure we would do wonders with an illithid nautiloid that none of us can actually pilot because none of us are illithids.
Oh, come on. That would have been cool tech. Anyway, still, I want to go.
You know, Look, just give me a second. Hold up. Soreth and Liv will look over the side of the ship and check the island out. Is there anything of note?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty big island.
I suppose more importantly, does it look similar to like their homeland's architectural style?
You don't really see any architecture, but you see an odd mixture of foliage. Right?
Well, I think Sturbon might love it.
Right.
Only Sturbon.
He's gonna shout out to Sturbon. Hey, Sturbon.
What?
It's a cool island with plants on it. You want to see it?
It's quite literally just plants.
Cool. Maybe we can get some plants to bring back to our reality.
If you so
according to someone, we don't have planters aboard the ship, so really wouldn't be economical. So really wouldn't be economical to bring plants aboard because we don't have any soil to plant them in.
Well, now there's soil, and I can make a planter. We'll do this.
What is the island made of? I'm just.
Island, mostly.
Yeah, like soil. Soil. Whoa. Hey, take us down, if you wouldn't mind.
Alright, checking out the weird island.
Oh, hey, map guy. I'm very sorry. Just sort of mark on the map island here, and if it disappears after we leave, note magical island here.
Island is probably. Liv leans over to Chopper. This island is probably very fucking cursed.
Wonderful. Cursed plants are always the best.
If you want to determine as to the nature of these plants, then that would be a nature. Cerebon, you would have advantage.
I would expect animal handling.
I'm just gonna roll animal handling just to be sure.
Well, dang.
Well,
Okay.
Well, and now roll animal handling just to be sure.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, so Cerebon.
Yep.
Like from what you can see, there's a section of the island that is tropical plants, but on a different part of the island, there are more temperate plants.
Oh, looks like my place to be. You can get 2 different types of plants here. This is nice.
And then further to the east, there are some more arid plants.
Oh.
And you can just barely make it out, but it looks like there are some more colder climate plants on the other side from where you are.
Bro, we got glowing mushrooms, poisonous mushrooms, and cave algae. What more do you want?
All of the plants.
Oh wait, right, we agreed to have a forest aboard the ship. Never
Yep.
mind. Alright, yeah, let's take it down. I forgot this was in our last board meeting.
Yeah, it looks like we're landing at the island of elements here. What is it? Climates? 4 different climates on a single island?
Yeah, that's kind of fucking suspect. But
Yep,
you're the
super
spirit of
sus.
nature here, so...
Alright.
See, nature kind of just chills, usually with one type of climate in a certain area. So if there's 4, that either means one heck of a mountain or we're all gonna die.
You really think that? It's not like I have almost done it before.
I mean, we're really good at running, so we're not really gonna die.
Remember, kids, if we're going to let anyone die...
No,
it's going
Daehun.
to be our side.
I feel like it just did.
No, we definitely don't want that to happen.
Alright, so...
Do you want this pristine wildlife to, like... be demonified.
No, wait, never mind.
Exactly. That's why. See,
Okay.
that's why we're all agreeing that Arson's the one that will leave here to die if we have to leave someone.
He would fit, seeing as how he's becoming 4 different types of a Ganassi, and this island is 4 different types of a climate.
Yeah.
Alright, where are you parking the ship? Are you like bringing it into the water and taking a rowboat over, or yeah?
We must not disturb the trees.
Probably wise. We
I
don't
thought
want
the
it.
entire point that we're landing here is to disturb the trees.
We must not crush any of the trees directly.
I mean, not fair. I was about to say that we literally have a fucking ladder and we just hover over the trees, but whatever floats your that's topical. Fuck. Okay. Either way, who wants to ride on the broom? Sturvon, you want to ride on the broom?
I think I'll swim.
Okay. Flurry, you want to ride on the broom?
Sure.
Great.
So I see the only person who actually has to.
The only person who has to endure the flight monologue.
Hey, I'm gonna ask the crew if any of them want to come. Just check out the island.
I mean, yeah, might as well have a rest break, seeing as how we just had a fight with mind flayers.
It wasn't much of a fight.
True,
Yeah,
but
well, it was more just like summoning a lightning storm and letting the people that nearly hit our asses deal with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was more of the existential dread that a bunch of crazy creatures from an entirely different sea was coming to slurp at your brains like they were bloody cocktails.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. The existential dread of fucking mind flayers is a fair point. Oh yes, Chomper, do you want to get into the bag of holding?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. Mind the femurs.
Alright.
Soraf just sighs and gets in after Chomper.
Yes, some of the crew do indeed want to go ashore, specifically the two Tabaxi and Ramina and Merritt Bramble Hollow.
Cool.
Alright, just so y'all know, this island is magical. If it disappears from under your feet, I'm sorry, you might die. Number 2, don't mess with the plants, please, please, please. Don't crush any flowers or try to cut down any of the trees. And 3, if you see anybody, don't talk to them.
Just come running right back here. You know, this is supposed to be a vacation day, and very scary. We're all gonna die.
You know, crew. I just want to say, you know, please, I obviously keep in mind that this island is very weird and probably shouldn't be here. However, we just had, you know, the existential dread of fucking illithids. So maybe like take a breather, smoke, drink, whatever the fuck your vices are, and enjoy yourselves.
Smoke on the island.
Well, smoking's great.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, just smoke on the beaches.
If you start a forest fire, though, you'll have to deal with the angry druid.
Yeah, we're gonna sacrifice the island and stir.
Yes, yeah. If you do go into the forest and start smoking, and you start a forest fire because you don't properly put out your smoking utensil, we will just leave you to the maw of Sturbod. I hope you understand that.
Alright.
If you are going to, you know, like, give into that vice, as she like sort of makes a ring with one of her hands and then like a finger in and out, make sure you do that in the forest, however, because we don't need all to see it. All right, great job, gang. we'd love to see it, and let's go.
All
Alright. Okay, so, alright, so, Cerebon, what animal do you change into, or are you swimming as a humanoid?
Swimming as a humanoid. God, I've been stuck on a ship for a while. I need some exercise.
And, people on the broom would probably get to the island first.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Presumably. Oh yes, for I do
I
hope you
highly
understand
doubt
this counts as
Daehoon
their
can.
Oh yes, for I hope you understand this counts as their company vacation.
Do you?
If it's, I'm sure it will be very relaxing.
Yeah. Boost morale, you know.
You land on the beach and wait for everyone?
Yeah. She'll also open the bag of holding for the now human pseudo dragon and her sister to get out.
Yeah, it feels so good to have sand underfoot. It's been a while.
She says as she like reaches to something on Chomper's back and pulls off like a vertebrae and puts it back in the bag.
Eh?
Don't worry
Yes.
about it.
Should I be worried about that?
What?
This would be like when everyone that wants to go ashore is ashore. And she'll point over to the edge of the forest, or like the edge of the jungle, since this is the tropical side. You'll see from your experience with Cerebon, 3 dire wolves and a bunch of cats.
That might be something to worry about. Sturbon, you speak direwolf, right?
And that is where we'll call it for this week.
Snazzy.
One freaked out.
Sturbon, please, for the love of God, I know you speak direwolf. Just talk to them.
Sure. How would you like me to talk to them?